I heard Afro House had like this party. I think it was last month or this month.
Yeah.
Not an event, and they were saying they don't want Kenyans there. They don't want everybody there. People to leave them. This is not urban tone events.
Oh,
they wanted themselves. They're like Afro House has been there for like they were isolating themselves. They're like
Afro House is no Africans.
I know, like we don't want you. Like yes, they're Kenyans, but they're like it's always for a specific crowd. So like now people are listening. Yeah, people are now listening to a piano, and a lot of us they're like Afro Sinenda Kwaribika because it's all classy. It's always like it's crazy, yes, but it's like theirs. They feel like they own it and we don't want you over it. It was like quite a conversation last month. I'm like, what the heck? Welcome back, amazing people. Of course, you're having a good time over in the studio. Everton is partying. Everton is sweating.
I love myself a good time. Like I'm that strategic sometimes, so serious.
Yeah.
But if it's time to have a good time,
Exactly.
I definitely have a good time.
It's a good time.
I agree. But
So there's a good time with Karakvrt.
Come on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's why they call you the wolf.
Yeah, we sell good vibrations.
Positive vibes.
Period. Period. But how are you guys doing?
Great.
Are you enjoying the show?
Oh, I'm loving it.
Period.
Yeah, I'm loving it.
I like that.
I wouldn't do it if I didn't think I was gonna have a blast.
Right.
And these people, trust me, guys, they're the coolest guys you'll ever
my
meet.
gosh.
Ever, ever, ever.
Thank you so
Shimoni
very
and
much.
Ereton, they're the best.
Namaste.
They're
No,
the best.
you didn't say.
Yeah. Namaste.
Namaste.
Oh my god, but I'm joined by the lovely Iwajon and the one and only
Hello.
Karakvrt in the building.
What's goody, family? How you feeling? We're feeling good. It's
Period.
always a great time to be alive on the Blackout Fire Radio Network. I wish you came in the morning.
Oh, really?
Like 8 in the morning.
Yeah, next time.
Like on my show.
Next time.
On the
We shall do it, we
Yeah,
shall do
good
it.
vibes. Oh my
Guys,
god.
on camera, I'm gonna say this. I'll be back.
I'll be
back.
Period.
That's
That's what I'd
Definitely.
like to hear.
Definitely.
That's
Yeah.
really what I'd like to hear.
Exactly.
But of course, I just want us to switch a little bit, of course, on the DJ side, okay?
Uh-huh.
Because I think we've talked about production a little bit
Yeah.
and all that.
Yeah.
I want to know, like, how do you make a set? How do you know that this is the set for tonight?
Oh.
When you're about to have a set as a DJ.
Oh, it's a
Yeah.
good question.
Yeah.
Well, I do have mild OCD, so
Okay.
there's a way I do my sets. Personally,
Mm.
the approach usually is first to do a bit of, okay, I have a whole sounds to it, but anyway, I do a bit of research. So, say I'm playing a set at Hidden Wines, for
Okay.
example, some random club called Hidden Wines. So, first, because I have a bit of OCD,
Yeah.
it's a blessing and a curse in disguise, but
Yeah.
anyway, so I'll actually go to the actual venue as a customer
Okay.
and just breathe in the
Nice.
vibes. Like I tend to do it. I think it's why I charge premium for most of my sets,
Okay.
because I actually do the homework. So I go and I randomly, I don't tell the manager, I don't tell anyone that, just pull up and see how the vibe is at the place.
Yeah.
See what people are interacting to, the type of like, say for example, if it's a Gen Z crowd,
Yeah.
I'll probably play a bit more piano than Afro House.
Okay.
But if it's a Gen Z crowd in, say, Red Room, then I'll play a mix
Yeah.
of both.
Mm.
Or maybe just Afro House.
Yeah.
But it depends on the crowd, that's the first thing. Because, like I said, my version of music is very social. It's about sharing art to the world.
Yeah.
So, a big part of that is I can't be playing music I like, which is a thing that I feel like a lot of DJs forget. Is that at the end of the day, the people you're playing this music for is the crowd.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing I do. I check out the crowd, and then how I build my sets. So I tend to start out with, like, I have something I call a tempo. Okay, it's my personal opinion. I call
Yeah.
it a tempo curve. So what a tempo curve is, in music, any artist will know this tempo, and different tempos, they cause a different level of excitement. So say most of your house music, the reason people jump on it is because it's to the tempo of your heartbeat.
Okay.
So you get
Nice.
very hyped when listening to,
Yeah.
okay.
as opposed to when you're listening to, like, say, slow jazz or
Okay.
classical music. Slower tempo, it's more calm. Afro is also sort of calmer. So see, guys, but when it's house, it's
Yeah.
So part of the reason I do that
Okay.
is, at the end of the day, also DJing is partly performance and it's partly sales.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna play at a club, for these guys to hire you, it's not just about how many people you get walking through the
Yeah.
door. It's how many people you get walking through the door who buy something.
Yeah.
So if you're playing too much hype music and
Yeah.
everyone's on the dance floor the whole time,
Oh, okay.
who's gonna be at the
that's
bar
the
buying?
trick?
That's the
Sure.
trick.
Oh my god, I would never
Yeah.
notice.
Another very criminal one. I'm
Yeah.
telling you guys all my trade
Let's
secrets.
just get
Write
it.
notes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another one that I've learned the hard way is at social events, play music for the babes. Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of niggas that go out,
Yeah.
actually they were exposed, mamonio.
Yeah.
To say my truth, they need water. They're very thirsty.
Okay.
So if the babes are having a blast
Yeah.
and the fine babes are
Yes.
all at a place,
Yeah.
bro, all you need is just one homie.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
unaona ninaendelea hapa?
Yeah.
Hey, bro,
Yeah.
niko noma.
Yeah, and
Sometimes they
then
don't
they
even
pull
care
up.
about the music.
Yeah.
But they just care about
So
the
The
babes.
women literally.
So if the babes are having a blast,
Yeah.
everyone's
Is
having a
having a good
blast,
time. That's
which
very
speaks
true.
to femininity as well.
Yeah.
Like there's a welcoming spirit that girls give. Like I
Yeah.
don't think women in general go to a club where it's just fully guys, that would be uncomfortable for you. But the other way around.
But you can go to a club where it's fully women.
Exactly.
Crazy thing,
Exactly, because there's a sort of there's a homely spirit that like ladies give. So that's the first thing. I do my research. I go to the club, check it out. Second thing is to curate music according to tempo. So you want when it goes a bit low, you play a few boring jams. Guys will go to the bar, they'll talk a bit, turn down the volume a bit, talk a bit, interact, they'll buy drinks, whatever. Then you play a hype song, they're back to the, you know, and then so there's the tempo curve. So my tempo curve tends to go like if it's say a 2-hour set, depending on the time, if it's like an earlier onset and there's a main DJ coming, you also have to make sure that you're not outdoing the DJ who's coming, because a lot of DJs are egotistical. So to avoid.
I'm sorry I cut you short. But what if we're just good?
I mean,
and they're not. You can't play small because I'm trying to protect the other DJs.
No, not play small in that sense, but in this sense, for example, say if opening a concert for. Hopefully this happens in the future. Say someone like manifest it. So say I'm opening a set for, let's say, Tiesto. Okay. As a DJ, I should be wise enough to know not to play Tiesto songs in my opening set.
Okay, got it.
So it's not necessarily performance or doing them performance-wise. Performance-wise, you do your best. But if you're aware that the main act is Tiesto, please, birthday DJs, please. It's a lesson you should learn. Not many people teach this, but don't play the main act's music ever. Like it's an unspoken rule. But a lot of upcoming DJs wonder why they're not getting booked anymore. That's part of the reason. Because now you can imagine if a guy that big discovers you did some, he feels disrespected because maybe you wanted to play that exact song on his set, and then you played it while introducing
it's just
him.
ethical or what?
Exactly. So the better thing to do is, if you really want to play some Tiesto music, maybe to introduce him when he's coming on, speak to him or find a way to speak to him, and then maybe play what he allows you to play. That way it's more collaborative. That way when he's doing his the main act isn't competing with the opener.
Absolutely.
So that's what I meant by don't outdo the main act. It's
but
not
which has
about
been your
performance.
favorite set?
My favorite set?
Like right now, like let's say in Kenya maybe.
Or like where I feel
where you've like enjoyed like playing and stuff.
I'd say, to be very honest, my favorite set was a private event. I was playing for my little sister for her birthday this year, and unfortunately while I was getting my tracks ready, because she sent me a whole playlist, so unfortunately the driver was using, for some reason it wasn't registering her tracks. Like, because usually my tracks are prepared, so they're all wave format, Nini, I have the BPM, I have the key. Hers just weren't registering. It was so weird because I got them from the same source. And as much as she was not very happy that it wasn't her exact tracks playing, I had to improvise. And when she realized, shout out to you, Natasha, you're the best. After she realized that I was actually struggling to get music that fits with her aesthetic and her crowd, I think she just started vibing to it, which was like pretty cool. And then I feel like I wouldn't be worried if some random guy left a negative review, but when it's your little sister or your mother or your little brother, like that cuts deep. Like I want them to always have the best of the best, if of what I can offer. So that was my favorite set because of that I ended up playing my music, but to fit her personality and her aesthetic. And she's also, I think she's even more creative than I am. Like she's extreme.
Is that pressure you get, like, because you come from a family of creatives? You mentioned that before, or is it more supportive?
I don't think it's pressure at all. I feel like especially the type of, by the way, eventually you guys will probably meet them somewhere, someplace. So my father, he's okay, I'll just break it down each and what they do, because it's easier to approach it that way. So my dad, he's extremely intelligent, probably I'd say like once in a century type of intelligence. Like this guy still has the records for most 100% at Alliance High School. He's a professor of, he's actually a professor. He went to school to the highest level. He works at the highest level. He's very high level thinking, and I picked up just a bit of that from him. So like, he's also creative as well. He has a poetry anthology. He has, he paints probably better than I do. I mean, like he has the perfect I'd say he's like what's the name for it? He's like a polymath, but not a polymath from the modern era. It's more like Leonardo da Vinci levels of polymath, you know. And then I have that now as a support structure.
Okay.
That's now your fun.
I know, right?
You're not gonna out thinking, you're not gonna out creative. Yeah. Which means that he's always at a level where he can pull you further up the creative curve. Then my mom, she's more on your side of things. She's a journalist. She's really good at it. She was an editor at some point, and now she runs a consultancy for a communications consultancy. She's been everywhere, KBC, Parents Magazine. Like she's done everything you can think of. She's edited books. Like so, that's where the linguistic side of my creativity comes from. Like how to speak, how to interact with people, which I used to struggle a lot as a kid.
Oh, really? You're so like.
Right now it comes natural because it came. I mean, it's like I was saying. Exactly. So so she has that side of things. My sister, like her, she's interesting because now hers is like a very interesting combination. So she's, I think, fashion-wise, she's very eccentric with how she approaches her fashion. Mostly nude colors and stuff like that, as well as hairstyles, as well as. Right now she does film at USIU. Shout out to you, Natasha. Good luck with your exam. She has an exam today. Good luck. Not that you need it. You're prepared. So good luck. Yeah, she's also very intelligent. And then I think one of the things that so from my mom it's the linguistics, from my dad it's the intelligence as well as the art side of things and the architecture. From my little sister, what I get the most is fashion sense. Then the next thing that I like about her, she has a great sense of humor. God damn, that girl. She's naughty, but she has a great sense of humor. So, like, you'll be chilling and she just says something random and like, you said what? My mom's constantly laughing when she's fun to be around. And my little brother, he's the undiagnosed creative. I've seen him draw. I've seen him. Bro, I saw this guy learn polish. Like, bro, he was probably like 10 and he's on YouTube learning polish, you know. So he also has the intelligence side as well. Shout out to you, Aiki. And I think the one thing that I've learned from my little brother is he's very decisive. He's very succinct. If he says no, it's no. If he says yes, it's yes. And you can tell even his friends, like this guy is his closest friend. He's like, I'm here to go play. No, get out. You know, like he's very direct. He doesn't. I don't think he's scared of confrontation. He's the type of girl who tell you, hey Kerry, why didn't you do this? You know, like imagine your little bro, this guy is like 13, he's giving you a lecture, you know, like, hey, Paul Ebasi, you know. So I feel like all of them in a unique way, they drive me to challenges that are very interesting because also the outlook of things is so different. Like how my dad would approach a problem is very different from how my mom would. Sometimes it clashes, but the beauty of it is you always have the widest range of, you know. So I feel like creatively as a family, you'd expect it to be a madhouse, but it's sort of, there's a sort of synergy.
I get you. Amazing. Because a lot of people struggle with that. Some people, their parents don't know even they do art. Like literally, I asked. Even I think we've asked a lot of people, you know, when they come artists and all that or creatives, they're like, man, ilibidiwa mezoea, or like, you know, my parents even don't know I rap. And like, you have everything, you have nice videos, why not sharing with them? Some people find like it's very supportive, which is super, super amazing. But I have another question for you. How do you define or how do you choose between following trends? And of course you talked about authenticity and being grounded and sticking to your signature style. When you have sets, you know.
Interesting question. So I feel like
even when you're making your beats, you know, and stuff like that.
I feel like to be full as a creative, first you have to understand. You see, the thing is, what is a trend? A trend is sort of a graph leading somewhere, and it's come from somewhere. So to be authentic, this is where authenticity plays in my head and how I structure my things. So this graph, it's going up, for example. Actually, for you guys, this other direction, so it's going up, for example. So on this axis, it's originated from somewhere. Say, for example, Amapiano originated from Kwaito. kwaito originated from something else, traditional South African music. And then where is Amapiano headed? Say right now, I'm seeing a lot of artists moving into Afro house as well as three-step, as well as, so you can tell where it came from and where it's going. So the real authenticity comes in if you study the past of this trend and you study the future of this trend, and then you decide, okay, what is my contribution to this trend?
Yeah.
So you can make something trendy as well as timeless, because you did your time.
I love that.
You took your time
Yeah.
to understand this. Like one of the things that I actually intend on doing is to go back into learning a bit of Zulu and Xhosa, because a lot of my music is based off of that culture. So to represent a culture, and then bring my Kenyanness into it, I first need to understand the culture, and that's a very important part for me. So I feel like the problem we have nowadays is, and I picked up on it. One of my friends, Konja, he was here some while back, actually yesterday. He picked up on it when he was telling you about the urban tone issue, the issue with urban tone. If you look at, say, Amapiano, that's a very South African thing. But the reason it went global is because they opened up their mind to the idea that they're selling music that's authentically them, but it has to be in line to a certain standard of how people can appreciate it. Same as Afro in Nigeria, same as even Tanzania, Bongo by the way.
Exactly.
Look at in Central Africa, you have, in the DRC you have Lingala. You're saying like all these musical genres, they don't grow global because kuna mse wa DRC, because there's a guy from DRC there, or there's a guy from South Africa there. They grow global because the artists of these genres realize, okay, look here, if I'm going to make my culture appeal to a different culture, I have to incorporate a bit of their culture. There has to be a starting point, yeah? So I feel like, I mean, in Kenya, because there's a lot of beautiful music in Kenya, but I feel like my personal challenge to how this trend thing works is, if I'm going to make trendy music, it might as well be timeless. It can be both. It doesn't have to be one or another. And I feel like that's a big challenge to take on, but it's a worthy challenge to take on.
Okay. What producers, DJs, or albums shaped your approach to music?
Oh, my approach. Oh, that's a nice question as well. I feel like if I give you my influences, I might just throw you off, but I love it. I love that you asked that question.
Yeah.
So, coming into production, the specific song that got me, and I told you I'm gonna tell you. So it was this David Guetta and Akon song.
Yeah.
That was the track that got me into making house music. And then growing through house music, I listened to a lot of Martin Garrix. And then influence in terms of creative approach is, to be honest, I think I might be in a cult. I might be in a Kendrick Lamar cult, because I see his approach to music. It's wholesome, aside from the lyrics and the actual music and the idea of his albums. If you look at his music videos as well, there's always hidden messages in the album that has All the Stars, for example. When you're watching the music video, there's that scene where there's like hands carrying a boat. Like that's metaphorical for, say, all the guys who died in the slave trade, in the transatlantic slave trade. It's literally their hands carrying you up, or scenes where she's surrounded by stars, or like the dancing where they have the red hats on. Then there's a South African influence with the dancing in the slum background. That's like a shout out Soweto, like he puts, his art is total. It's from the message in the music videos. If you mute the song, there's still a message in the music video. If you listen to the lyrics alone, there's still a message there. If you listen to the tune, still fire. Like, I feel like my creative approach, I want to mimic that. I want to be able to sit down and tell you, okay, say for example, the song Vanity. The reason I did that song in the first place was, I mean, at some point I realized that as a producer and a DJ, one of my biggest challenges is that I'm vain. And that's where Welcome to the Wolfpack came in. I was looking at other DJs and they're like, best mixer in the country, or they always have those taglines. Like my closest friend, DJ Moon, one of my close friends is called DJ Moon. His is the main character. It's always about
Me, yeah.
Yes, so I decided, look here, Karakvrt in
Yeah.
the correct Turkish
Yeah.
pronunciation
Okay.
means black wolf, or it's also black widow, the spider.
Yeah.
But it means black wolf. So what can I do to make my music inclusive? So I made my tagline, welcome to the Black Wolves Park. Like,
Okay.
welcome to a park, we're together in this, you know.
Yeah.
And the reason I chose Black Wolf specifically is someone mentioned this to me just randomly, but he was like, Kevin, have you ever thought about this? And I'm like, no. So of course not, it's his
Yeah.
thought. So he says, whatever color the wolf is, its shadow's always gonna be black.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I stuck with the black wolf, because I mean, humanity has this way of sticking to negativity. They always focus on the foul, on the shadow of the wolf. But what I try to do is take that negative thing and turn it into something positive. Yeah, so that's like a really important thing for me.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. You want to ask a question to our guest?
I think you actually spoke it all.
All right.
Yeah.
What keeps you going?
For me,
Yeah.
I think a big part is that for any psychologist and psychiatrist, stay away from me. But
Yeah.
I feel like I'm genuinely mentally sick.
Okay.
Yeah, like I think the things that stop normal people, I don't think they necessarily stop me. Like, you know, like the way people have limits.
Yeah.
I think I grew up not understanding mine. Like when it came to everything, it was, and I feel like it's a trait I picked up from my father.
Okay.
Everything to an extreme. If it's football, play it to the best.
Okay.
If it's art, do it to the best. If it's school, do it to the best. Like I really do not believe in failure as a result. I feel
Absolutely.
failure is part of the
Yes.
process.
Yeah.
So yeah, so sometimes in a situation, this guy's like, hey Kiri, you're so unlucky, bana.
Yeah.
How hey, pole boss.
Yeah.
In my head I'm like, I'm at the lowest point. You can't get lower than this. I just
Yeah.
start digging. Like I'm not trying to go lower than this.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's almost like for me, when you're at a low point, I consider it the lowest at the moment.
Yeah.
The only place you can go is up. So I mean, just look up and keep going.
Yeah.
Like it's also for sometimes it takes a day, sometimes it takes an hour,
Yeah.
sometimes it takes 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But like, let me just give you an example of that mentality. So in high school, you know, like in high school is the peak of when you're still a bit awkward
Yeah.
and you're trying to interact with girls and stuff. So me, my homies used to wonder how is this guy getting the confidence to do all this. So me, my mentality was, oh, she doesn't like me. How many humans are there on the planet currently? 7 billion. Oh, and how many are women? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So one person's gonna break my... Can never happen.
Yeah.
And that's always been my mentality, that when I'm in a position where emotionally things are rough, you rationalize yourself out of it. You think your way out of it. It's actually part of why I have this tattoo. So this is Socrates and a rose. The rose has no thorns. Socrates was a philosopher. So Socrates think. The reason that the rose has no thorns is if you think there's not gonna be thorns in your life that will, you know. So that's the whole idea. Like, yeah, guys, there's no other evolutionary trait that humans have aside from being marathoners that allows them to survive if it's not their brain. As long as you have a functioning brain, you can think yourself out of any situation.
Absolutely.
You know,
Yes.
no problem is impossible.
I agree.
And you're not the first person to have that problem.
Yeah.
So many
Everybody-
people are going through
Exactly.
things.
I like
You're not
that.
alone. Don't victimize yourself. You're allowed to cry kidogo, mourn, but don't let it define your. Yeah, don't let it define you.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like the positivity you have over there. At the
Yeah.
end of the day, it's your mindset.
True.
It's how you think.
Absolutely.
Literally.
And it's
Because-
difficult to do as well. It's
I
not
know.
easy.
Yeah, I know.
You'll cry yourself to sleep a couple of times. You'll punch walls
But you know you'll wake up the next day.
Yeah.
That's the beautiful thing.
with a broken arm and no problems.
And you have to like function with that broken arm,
Yeah.
and you'll always find a way.
Exactly.
I definitely
It's
see
important,
that.
yeah.
Amazing. I want us to listen to Kweli.
Yeah, for sure.
Literally, as we come back almost to the end of our show. If you have a question to Karakvrt, kindly let us know. We have Freddie Otien. Anasema nice
Shout out
one,
Freddie.
Kuzo.
Yeah.
And we also have, I think this is like a word
Yeah.
Onyinge.
That's
Anasema
my
pale.
mom.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
Shout out to
Yeah.
you, mom. Love you.
Mama K.
Love you, Freddie, as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course you also have Jemos Kid anasema wagwan, what's good? Anasema
Up
habari
until, brother.
y'all.
Yes, sir.
Literally. Let's listen to Kweli by the one and only should I call you? How should I pronounce the name?
Karakvrt.
Karakvrt.
Yeah.
I was right.
You are right. Yeah.
All day, every day.
Want to know what inspires, because there is query, there is vanity.
Yeah.
You know, when you make the beat, what really inspires the name?
Oh well, a lot of my music stems from there's always something that you're struggling with at the time.
Okay.
So vanity came through when I realized, first of all, there's very few EDM producers making big room and progressive. So in progressive house. So in my head I was like, I'm actually the old. Am I the old one, or am I just the best?
Okay.
So I went and did my research. There's some link called EDM Kenya, whatever. So I went and listened to all their tracks, and I'm like, these guys are trash.
Yeah.
Not that they're trash,
Yeah.
but they're not yet at the level
Yeah.
that I'm at. I mean, some of them are really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so vanity was me questioning, am I being vain, or is it ignorance?
Okay.
Is it that I haven't discovered other artists doing a similar thing at the same level? Yeah, so that's how vanity came up. Quelly as a track. Actually, there's lyrics for that one, but because it's unreleased, I couldn't possibly put.
Yeah.
So for most of those songs, actually.
Yeah.
So Quelly, same thing. Like it was more of questioning the truth.
Okay.
For the Afro House ones, there's one called Tales of the Pied Piper. So that one's basically like it's sort of like metaphorical for the music industry not paying their artists, and like equating that to the Pied Piper not getting paid. So like eventually disappears with the children, so the musicians will disappear with their art.
Yeah.
So it's metaphorical for
I
that.
get
Yeah.
you. I get you. Vibe Show, the second station. Almost coming to the end of the show. They call me Esther to the Money Plants. I really don't want to end the show. It's like I'm having like a really good time.
Yes, sir.
But of course, I'm also joined by the lovely Iwatan.
Okay, Wednesday family, welcome to the show.
And the one and only Karakvrt.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome, guys. Back to the Wolves back.
Period. Somebody saying, wow, that's my cousin. His words continue. And anasema pale, very powerful insight, super amazing. There's also somebody who says, I know Kerry is a big lover of my piano beats and is produced a lot and some. Ask him why Afrobeat and not any other. That's a question for you.
That's a beautiful question.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, a lot of my music influences as a growing artist came from house music. So what I'm trying to do and what I feel like my whole agenda with this music business is, like, say what I want people to read or my obituary when I die, or what I'm gonna leave behind is gonna be a blend of cultures, like all these inspirations taken from different places, from the South Americas, from Europe, from the Americas themselves, from Asia, from all these things. What I want to do is combine those influences and incorporate them into our African sound, and that's what I want to do, is basically unite the world through music. Like it's a very socialist agenda, but I mean, music is to be shared. So that's my whole goal, and that's why I chose this medium, because this medium can incorporate all of it. It's like in between EDM, it's in between African music, it's in between all these things. Yeah. So that's why I chose Amapiano and Afro House.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Somebody also, Judith Anasema Pale, congratulations, senior boy,
Yeah.
in the building.
Thank you, Auntie.
Just before we come to the end of the show, what would you like to change about the music scene, literally? If you were to change something, what would it be?
Oh, that's a lovely and loaded question.
Yeah.
But I feel like the music industry as is, like there's a lot of struggling artists. Let's put it like a struggling artist.
Okay.
And the reason that they claim to be struggling artists isn't because they do not have access to resources. Because I mean, they wouldn't be artists if they couldn't create. They still create, don't they?
Yeah.
I feel like the one thing I'll change is if there's something that I feel like I really want to do in this space, is to basically get creatives to learn about the music business. Because a lot of them think that the act of creation is going to save them from poverty. But the reason most of these artists end up in bad contracts or bad deals and stuff like that is because they tend to isolate the other side of what causes a creation to be a creation, and they focus only on the art, which is permitted, but you need to learn other skills as well.
Absolutely.
Like you need to understand that, say for example, producing music is not gonna make you money. Putting it on YouTube is not gonna make you. Putting it on Spotify, I mean, everyone knows to the day. It doesn't matter how many streams you have, you're not making money off of that. But there's brand deals, there's events where you can play at, there's promotions, there's sponsorships, there's all these other avenues you can play. You can make music for film, you can make music for elevators, you can do all these other things. There's merchandising, there's all these other things that are incorporated into music that people really ignore. You can do it for advertising, like there's so many other avenues. But that's the one thing I'd like to change. The idea of a struggling artist basically is to educate artists on different avenues within the music space and how it works as well. Things like how to understand how a contract works, understanding where royalties go, understanding that if a DJ plays your music, you should be getting money through a PRO, which is, performing rights organizations. How to pitch your music to a DJ so you can play it. These are all basic things. The elevator pitch, how to promote, how to market yourself, how to build a brand. All these things are important skills that I feel every artist, especially when you're starting out, you don't have access to a guy to do your marketing for you. You don't have access to lawyers to do your lawyering for you. You don't have access to a guy to build your posters for you. But what you have access to is the knowledge to do all these things. Yeah, I mean, why would I be sitting down and in the studio all day and making all this music, if you're gonna do it as a professional, I mean, with no idea of what goes into being a professional. Being there on time is one of those things. Knowing, I mean, like, for example, today before I came in, I watched the show yesterday the whole time, prepped, understood like what's the direction, how am I speaking to, do I know their names, you know, those type of basic things. They go a long way, and I feel like that's one thing that I feel like, aside from fusing cultures, is one thing I want to leave behind. It's basically to make professionals out of struggling artists.
I like that because it's really powerful, and I definitely do agree. A lot of people don't know the music business. They just know the creative side. Literally, okay, Nito Ngoma, and then what?
Exactly.
And then now they become disparate out here. Depression, people are losing. People are like, I've put in 10 years of work and nothing. And I'm like, there's a lot of opportunity, and I feel like that's a problem we have in the Kenyan scene, and even the music scene. A lot of people don't know that side. And avenues, and I feel like you can really do it, like literally, just create those spaces, teach these people, make it easier for them, because younger Karakvrts are coming, and they're coming in really bad.
They're coming quick,
and
they are fire.
Exactly. You know.
What 10-year-olds are making right now? Wait, they don't make us extinct. We're still there's a lot of new talent, and there's always gonna be new talent.
I agree. So it's actually changing, and that's now what we say we do it for the culture. Which culture are you talking about if you're not changing it, literally? But fam, we are coming to the end of the show. I'm gonna give Iwaton her last take on our show generally, and what you tell Karakvrt.
Just keep doing your thing. You were literally born to do this. It's inevitable, you know. And I love the perspective that you've shared on your journey, that your music is not about you. It's about the community. I always say that every person in this world, you are sent out to this world to change a certain type of individuals, a group of people. And that's why it's so important for people to understand what makes them, you know, tick.
What makes them,
Absolutely. And the fact that you've said that it's about the community and the people who vibe with that song, and it's not about you, that makes it actually very interesting. And basically one of the greatest. Absolutely. Yeah, because greatness is shared. Like basically it's transferred. Yes. But thank you, family, for joining us. I'm sending you so much love and light, because you are the change you need to see in the world. Clock that.
Period. Just as we finish, what's next for you, and where can we get your music?
So actually I have some album and EP releases scheduled. Sitakuja to, you'll check on my socials, on my Instagram. That's at Karakvrt, with the dot in between, Karakvrt. So there's I have some scheduled releases, a few events that you're planning. I'll bring you on board, because she's hyped for it. You as well, if you're interested, let's
definitely.
get it.
Yes.
Those are coming up too. But I think the most important thing I'm scheduling, and I feel like this is very important for me. So from my label, The Noisemakers, we've basically started a whole sort of thing. Aside from merchandising, what we're trying to do is to create a mentorship type program. So the artists that come in, what we require, just keep your talent. Once you have the talent, then like what I was saying, what I want to leave back is to turn struggling artists into professionals. So basically what we're planning to do is a lot of artist development and trying to get them into those spaces where they perform. We actually did something similar this year, but with artists we've collaborated with. We had an event at Hidden Wines, where almost everyone had worked with for the past year performed. Ora Mandem, shout out to you. Amor, whose song was played yesterday, and Jaggi, shout out to you. Beautiful singer. There were a few guys like Theo. You had Theo's song as well. He performed. Even Jaggi performed something, you know, for Swahili Papi as well. And like basically what we're trying to do with my label is the opposite of what other labels do. Basically they the artists sell their souls to the label.
Yeah.
What you're doing is different. We want to build your independent brand, and then eventually we start out as a mentor, as a mentee, and then you become a partner, and then you do your own thing. You have your own brand. Then we collaborate after.
Absolutely.
Then so it starts from you have no choice. You have to learn the steps. You've learned the steps. Now we collaborate. You've mastered the steps. Do your own thing, your own brand. Then it's your option to collaborate with us. So we don't permanent signees by there. This label isn't Zilas and yet you've been signed to a label for 20 years.
Yeah, crazy, man.
You do your 5 years, you learn your craft, you make your own brand, then we collaborate.
Yeah.
Like that's the idea. I want to really push that, especially because I feel like a lot of what's lacking right now, aside from, I don't think it's a seriousness or a talent issue. I think a lot of the good musicians, the reasons they're not out there isn't because Kenyans don't listen to it. Kenyans listen to lovely music. I mean, look at the international music. They love music.
Yeah.
So the reason those guys aren't out there is because basically the guys who are not as talented have learned the music business. I mean, they're manipulating charts, they're causing controversies. They know how to manipulate that to work for them. So now what we need to do is to get talented artists to do the exact same thing. Like, do that thing, you know. Learn from these crooks who say are less talented than you. Because there's something they're doing that's making them to be successful. And there's something you're not doing that's keeping you away from success. So it doesn't matter how horrible their music sounds, but if it's out there, there's something they're doing that you're missing. And that's what we're trying to cultivate. Like, you're not allowed to be a hater as an artist. You pick good from everything.
I agree.
That's why like I have a motto, I don't look at good reviews. I stopped myself from that thing because that's how the song Vanity came about. I stopped looking at good reviews because the bad reviews is where the testing is. Those tiny you would have been better if those are the guys you look at. And as an artist, it's very important to love bad reviews. That's what builds you.
Definitely. Your last tape, tell me where they can get your music and how they can reach you. All your social media.
Yes, so my social medias, the main active one is Instagram, so at Karakvrt. Unfortunately, my main account got hacked, so we're building that. So guys, follow, share, whatever, you know. So on my Instagram, there's a link tree, so it will give you links to everything. It will give you links to my Mixcloud, which is my live mixes. I record all of them, so you can listen to those different genres. And then there's my SoundCloud in there. That's where all my unreleased music gets. So if you're an artist and you want to do vocals for a song or whatever, and you want to hear the type of music we're working on SoundCloud, all the music there is like mostly ideas, so it's unreleased and mastered. So it's not like completely done. So if you want to like chip in, put in your vocals in there, that's where you're gonna find ideas. The rest is only personal releasing. And then my Spotify is active as well. Same name, Karakvrt. Where else? This for my music mostly there. YouTube is coming very soon. Probably mid next year. We're planning to have a few videos, but we launch them all at once, so there'll be like maybe 4 or 5 by mid time next year. So YouTube will mostly be DJ sets as well as music videos. So it's split like that: SoundCloud and released music, Spotify released music, YouTube DJ sets and music videos, and then Instagram, everything social. So if you want to know where my next event is, stuff like that, over there. And then on the link tree there's a website as well, so we're currently running updates, but you can find all the artists we've worked with, all the music that's there. Some of them are in collaboration with Ronjagi and other producers, but it's all labeled, all in there. That's where you can find me.
Amazing. You had it from the source, and thank you so much for coming. Literally,
thank you for
amazing time we had over here. Shout out to everybody who was listening, all our silent listeners, all our active listeners this morning. Do you remember Jina ni moja na nasema kila siku sifanyi msanii alale njaa. Please go buy music. Go subscribe. Go everywhere and just like listen to good music. If you're a fan, if you have questions, his name is Karakvrt on all social media platforms. His Instagram will lead you to every every platform, SoundCloud, Linktree, over there on his bio. But thank you guys so much for those who tuned in with us. Do remember we do this every Monday to Friday, all the way from 8 a.m. to the midday. For those who are going to watch this on a replay, kindly drop some comments. Let us know which was your favorite song, and kindly enjoy your morning, afternoon, and evening. It has been me, SH with the Money Plans. I was joined by the lovely Iwetan.
Happy Wednesday. Have a fabulous one. Take care.
Amazing. And we had, of course, the one and only Mr. Karakvrt.
Yes, sir.
Amazing.
Welcome to the Black Holes Pack.
Yeah. Nimaliza na ngoma gani? Which one should I finish with? I haven't listened to Yebo.
Yebo.
Yeah.
I'll skip that one
Okay.
and play the Tales of the Pied Piper. That one you love. It's at the top.
It's at the top.
Around the top, yeah.
Okay. Moyo, Alive. All right. I'm gonna finish with this. Have an amazing one. Take care of yourself and much love.
Love you as well.
All day, every day.